The roar still echoes. Not in the hall, not in their ears, in mine. 998 faces. Some smirked, some flinched, most looked away. I didn't. I kept my gaze on him. My CEO, my mentor. The man who had built my career with one hand and ripped it apart with the other. His voice thundered across the stage. "You are trash! You're fired!" No warning, no context, just the execution. Public, brutal. I remember the silence after. Silence heavier than his words. It wasn't humiliation I felt, it was calculation. And now, this room. The board table stretched long, glass reflecting sterile lights. My chair at the far end. Their lawyer shuffling papers. His tone dry, bureaucratic. He read terms, clauses, restraints, chains disguised as ink. I heard none of it. My focus was elsewhere. On the way his hand trembled as he reached for his glass. On the darting glances of board members who once praised me in whispers. On the way he avoided my eyes. The lawyer paused, looked at me. "We'll need your signature." And I smiled. Cold, controlled. My voice was cold, I began. The fall didn't begin on that stage. It began months earlier. Late nights in the office. His office. Closed doors, muffled laughter, and the text I wasn't supposed to see. Her name flashing on his private phone. My wife's name. 3 words that shattered and clarified all at once. Dinner was perfect. Her number. His reply, "Next time, your place." A betrayal hidden not in shadows, but in plain sight. A knife slid between my ribs while I still smiled, still shook his hand, still built his empire. I didn't confront her. Not then, not ever. I let the silence fester, because silence speaks louder than screams. She grew colder at home. Excuses of work, of headaches, of exhaustion. He grew warmer at the office. Promotions, praise, attention designed to fatten me before slaughter. And then the staged execution, the public degradation, the final humiliation. But betrayal is never final. It is fuel. I began small. Observations, patterns, shadows that revealed more than words. Receipts hidden in her purse, his favorite wine, a hotel not far from his penthouse, bank statements with withdrawals timed too neatly to his schedule, a private investigator's photographs, grainy, undeniable. I never flinched, never asked why. Instead, I compiled emails, text threads, call logs, DNA samples, yes, even that. A stray strand of hair from his jacket she thought I wouldn't notice. A toothbrush she left carelessly near her purse after one of her late shifts. The results came back clinical, cold, brutal in their precision. Intimacy documented, quantified. Infidelity transformed into evidence. At work, I played my role. Quiet, defeated, the fallen soldier licking his wounds. Behind the mask, my mind sharpened. Every smile, every nod, every word became another piece of a puzzle I was arranging. I wanted him to think he had won. I wanted her to think I was blind. Because only then would the strike be clean. The envelope lay on the table before me. I slid it across to him without a word. He frowned, confused, opened it. Photographs spilled out first. Grainy shots of hotel corridors, her hand gripping his arm. Receipts, statements, and finally, the report. DNA results printed in black and white. His face drained, his throat tightened. The lawyer froze mid-sentence, eyes darting between us. "You," he whispered, voice cracking. I leaned back, expression calm. "Read it. Carefully." He did. His hands trembled. He looked up, eyes wide, the illusion of power stripped bare. Across the table, board members whispered. Some leaned forward, some leaned back. The truth had a gravity of its own. And in that moment, he was no longer the predator. He was the prey. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. The man who calls his employee trash, I said slowly, shares his bed with that employee's wife, and then fires him in front of 1,000 witnesses? What does that make you? His mouth opened, but no words came. Only silence. I looked at the board. Every contract clause you want me to sign is void. You know it, he knows it. If this goes public, your empire burns, not mine. Gasps, murmurs. One of them coughed nervously. Another shifted in his chair. I leaned forward, eyes locking on his. You thought humiliation would end me, but you forgot one thing. A pause, a smile, colder than glass. I document everything. The weight of the words crushed him more than proof, because proof can be debated, but control cannot. The meeting ended in silence, not with applause, not with laughter, just silence heavy enough to suffocate. I walked out, not rushed, not triumphant, measured, detached. My phone buzzed. Her message, "Can we talk?" I didn't reply. There was nothing left to say. I had carried betrayal like a wound. Now it was a weapon. And weapons are not meant to be pitied. Clean. I exhaled once and walked away, leaving ashes where they thought they'd buried me. I wasn't fired. I was freed.